Why didn't no one warn me? Oh my gosh, it's 1 a.m. Let's go! I'm actually so excited for this video because this is going to be the first of hopefully many videos. I'm going to be reading for 24 hours, but this is not your typical just 24 hours awake and reading. I will be having a timer and I will stop it when I am not reading, if I'm talking, if I'm eating, and then I will resume the timer when I'm reading. So it's only a full 24 hours reading. And I saw this video on Haley Pham's channel and I love her book content, and I have been wanting for so long to create my channel into more of a book content. So I will be starting to add more book videos and I'm so excited. I read a lot, like a little too much. I actually got some books sent to me or given to me by friends recently, and I've been debating when to read them because I'm so busy lately, but I need time to read my books. So I have these two right here, sent to me by two different friends, and I saw this one's on Barnes & Noble. I love Kira Cass, and I'm actually so pumped to read this one. And then this one, I know it's in a trilogy. I don't remember if it's the first, second, or third. I was sent it, so I'm guessing it's the first. We have that, and then we have a ton of books on my phone. I read on the Books app from Apple, and I have over, actually, let's check. Right, library, let's see. I have more than 121 books downloaded on my phone. And I may or may not have bought the Throne of Glass series and the Court of Thorns and Roses, the first three I think, on my phone. And I have been dying to read them. So now this actually gives me an excuse. So we're gonna get situated, we're gonna get in a spot, and we are going to start that timer. I'm so excited. So I found a little spot by the window. I want to start with more of a physical book than one on my phone. I'm debating between these two, and it's a little difficult because they both look super good. This almost looks like it'd be a retelling of a Beauty and the Beast maybe. But then this one, I say you can never go wrong with Kira Cass. It looks like a cute romance one. Am I in the mood for a cute romance one? Okay, I think I am gonna start with this one. We got a little situated. We do have a crinkly chair, but we gotta get this timer started. Starting that, and here goes the challenge. It's so beautiful. First page in, and it's like, this is already pretty promising. It's about a guy and a girl on complete other sides of like life, and yet so similar at the same time. I love getting my first thoughts on certain books, and when it comes to Kira Cass and the fact that I haven't read her books in a while, I think I am gonna annotate this one because I think I'm gonna love this one. And when it comes to this one, I feel like I might read it in 3.5 hours maybe. I guess we'll find out. Okay, it's only been 1 hour. I'm on now page 271. Also, if you can't tell, I like it. I drew a flower in one of them. This book is super good. Throughout the entire book, it gives you two different perspectives of the two main characters. There are quite a bit of plot twists. So the two main characters, there's a guy and a girl. One of them is a soldier in a kingdom and another one is a princess in the other kingdom, and it is intense. I feel like this might be one of them that I might cry. I haven't cried in a book for a while, so I think this might be one of them. I might actually reread this one again later. I do have an appointment to go to, so we're gonna be reading there too. Back to reading. Finished the book, and it is 2 hours and 5 minutes so far. That's impressive. It took me 2 hours and 5 minutes to finish 561 page book. I will absolutely recommend this. This was super good. As for rating it, I give it a 4.5. Phenomenal writing, phenomenal character building, and phenomenal twist you will never expect. Oh my gosh. Actually, I would rate this a 5.0 book. This was phenomenal. Definitely a reread. So to choose another book, I can't tell if I want to read A Curse for True Love or if I want to read the Throne of Glass series again. I haven't read them in years, so I haven't had access to my books that I bought Novella or any of that since, because I have them in paperback for almost 2 years now, and even before that I didn't read them for a while, so around 3 years I haven't read them. It's the first, like before the first book. I think I might go with the novella. I haven't read it before. It is on my phone on books. I don't have a Kindle to read anything on. I understand why you want a Kindle and don't, because I love reading from the physical books, but I also love reading from my phone because of traveling. I always love being able to have my books right there. I read the first Throne of Glass. I actually read that 2 days ago, but I haven't read the Assassin's Blade, so I might read that one second. And then I think I'm gonna read the third Throne of Glass book, and then I'll decide if I continue reading the Throne of Glass series or if I read A Curse for True Love. I think I'm gonna start the novella. I'm tempted to watch like Instagram reels and all that on it, but I'm slightly worried it's gonna spoil. I think we're just gonna start reading, but I need a comfier spot and maybe some snacks. If you don't know, I should have explained this before, but if you don't know, the Throne of Glass series is a massive, has 8 books, including the Assassin's Blade. It's about this very strong female lead whose name is Selena Sardelian. Tell me that name doesn't just like... She's had a very hard life. She grew up an assassin. She has no family, and she's just going through the motions of an 18-year-old girl who's an assassin living in an insane kingdom. It has phenomenal world writing. Like, Sarah J. Maas is the author, if you're wondering. Lunch is ready. I'm at chapter 7. 2 hours and 44 minutes. I've been reading a little slower because I want to enjoy it. It's going really good. So I'm actually on chapter 7 of because in the novella, or in the Assassin's Blade book, it has many stories in it that give more to her background and more to her character. But now it's time for lunch, so we pause the timer and let's go eat food. We are going back to sit down in our spot. Oh my gosh, this book is insane. Okay, her humor is top tier, and her sarcasm. Why did no one warn me? Why did no one warn me that the Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas is this sad? I haven't even finished the book. Why is it gone? How am I gonna last the 24 hours reading if I can't even last after this one book? I'm actually so sad right now. 3 hours, 47 minutes, 51 seconds, and 20.26 milliseconds. I am now on to the second book. I'm going to read Crown of Midnight, the second book, if you don't count the Assassin's Blade. I want to say the person didn't deserve that. Now to reading again. So I've now been reading for more than 5.5 hours. I got keys right here. Now we're headed to the mall because I also want to grab another book because I don't have enough books. Stop the timer, and now I'm gonna go get the book I saw. I've heard a lot about Powerless and that it's super good. Oh my gosh, they're closing the shop. Perfect timing. I've heard a lot that it's super good, and it's quite like my taste, so I think I'm gonna get that one. I walked into that bookstore thinking, okay, I'm only gonna get one book. I had my eye on a very specific book. I've heard it was super good. And then I saw another book, and I ended up walking out of there with not 5, but just 2. I almost walked out of there with 5. I had to convince myself not to walk out of there with 5 books. I walked out of there with Powerless by Lauren Roberts and A Chain of Thorns, book 3 from Cassandra Clare. I'm so excited. Like, look how pretty it is too. What's even better about this book is it's printed on the hardcover. It's not a cover over it. It's so pretty. I'm so happy right now. We're at 6 hours and 44 minutes. It's gonna be so hard because now I'm gonna finish my Throne of Glass, my Queen of Shadows, sorry. I'm gonna finish Queen of Shadows, and I can't decide if I want to read one of these or the next Throne of Glass. Ah! The trials. All right, we are gonna resume reading. 1347 and I have been reading for 8 hours now. I want to scream. I want to throw my phone. I want to cry. I want to smile. I want to smirk. I want to do all of that. Anyways, back to reading and pretending like I'm, yeah. So it is 10:55 and I have been reading for 9 hours, 27 minutes, 6 seconds. I am still in It's One of the Throne of Glass. I'm on page 1567 and oh my gosh, I forgot how good this series is. Seriously, if you haven't read it and you like fiction, you love a strong female character, you love insane fantasy, plots, twists, a good romance, but not like overly, not like ACOTAR kind of romance. Still got a couple hours. I'm gonna try to see how late I can stay up so that you don't feel cheated out of the 24 hours. I will give you what I can, but time to get back to reading. Oh my gosh, there's no way. I completely forgot about this, like, oh my gosh. We have to calm down. It's currently, what time it is? Oh my gosh, it's 1 a.m. I've been reading for 11 hours and 44 minutes. And now I'm going through acknowledgements. Look at that beauty. How long do we think it'll take me to read Heir of Fire? And Heir of Fire, I'm guessing is around 600. It'll take me around, say, 4 hours. Time to start reading. Still unbelievable that I've almost been reading for 12 hours. Let's keep going. I don't even remember what time I went to bed. It's breakfast time, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna read a little bit while I'm eating. I have decided to get up from bed. I have been reading for over 15 hours now.
Your eyes are so red.
Stop it. Stop it.
Your eyes are so red.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. Yes, I'm still in Christmas pajamas, but I need some energy to stay awake because I really want to take a nap. But I already took a nap instead of just sleeping the whole night because I feel that is unfair. Don't take it in mind and don't take it this way. I love doing this challenge. I love reading so much. I'm just honest, this gives me an excuse to keep reading. I think I need some food, some water. We need to get something going in my body so I have the energy to keep reading. And when it comes to book, I'm on page 2407 out of the 9414, but I did read 1,000 pages already because one of the books, The Assassin's Blade, was at the end instead of the beginning. So technically I've read 3,000, more than 3,407, but I am in book. So I've read Heir of Fire, Assassin's Blade, Crown of Midnight, like here, yeah. So I've read 4 books. I have maybe 20 chapters left. It's taken me around 3 hours to read each book. It's been insane doing this challenge. You don't fully realize how fast or how slow you read certain types of books unless you do like a sort of challenge. I would really recommend Sarah J. Maas' Throne of Glass series because the writing is phenomenal. Anyways, I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get some food in me. Slight change of scenery, so I'm out in like kind of the deck area. I have my apples, I have my book, time to keep reading. Okay, just finished my book. Stopped my timer and I am at 17 hours, 31 minutes. Just a bit of time to go now. It's been so entertaining reading this much. I think I gotta change series because I need a breath. And I need a breather before reading Queen of Shadows. When you read the entire series really fast, all of it merges into just a massive story and you can't tell what happens in which book. And I have a feeling I know, but I'm not 100% sure. Now I have to decide between Powerless or Chain of Thorns. This is gonna be a hard one. I have 6.5 hours left. I feel like I need to get dressed. I do have some errands to run and a meeting tonight that I have to be in person for, like an hour away. That might put a little damper on my plans, but I'm determined to be reading for 24 hours for you. Oh my gosh. This has been quite a challenge. 17.5 hours, and I'm gonna start Powerless. by Lauren Roberts. I actually have no clue what this one's about. Apparently it's super good. I'll read you the back. Only the extraordinary belong in the kingdom of Ilya. I feel like I'm always going to say them wrong out loud, but in my brain it makes sense. The elites have possessed powers for decades, gifted to them by the plague, while those born ordinary are just that, banished from the kingdom of Ilya and shunned from society. Okay, so this is a twist. Usually it's the elites are the ones with powers that are banned. Now it's, no one knows this better than Peyton Gray, an ordinary posing as a sidekick to blend in with the elite. When she unsuspectingly saves one of Ilya's princes, Kai Azur, or Azur, she's thrown into the purging trials, a brutal competition showcasing the elite's powers. If the trials and the opponents within them don't kill her, the prince she's fighting feelings for will, if he discovers what Peyton is, completely ordinary. I'm sorry, that's the first time I've actually read it. I've seen so many like reels and videos, even on Pinterest, they're like, oh yeah, here's what's on my 5-star just finished reading, or like silent reviews. And this one's always on it, and it's always gotten at least 4 to 5 reviews, and I've seen at least 30 videos on it. So I'm actually pretty pumped for this one. Look at the inscription. It says, for every girl who has felt powerless. Oh. And reading that after reading some Throne of Glass books, oh, beautiful. Okay, look at this. Also, I'm outside and I just want to show you how beautiful it is here in Scotland. Like, look at this. It's like breathtakingly beautiful today. We have started the timer. Okay, so it's been an hour. I'm at 18 hours, 26 minutes, or almost an hour, and I'm already at page 203. If I was to give a silent review of the book so far, you would just like... There's my silent review so far. We're gonna keep reading. So I have a meeting and I need to go to the store, but I will continue to read because now I have 4 hours. Oh my gosh, I almost have technically 5 hours. I have 5 hours left. This challenge is like almost ending too fast, but not fast at all. You know what I mean? Sometimes time moves by so quickly when you read, and other times it never ends. Anyways, back to my reading. I can't say anything about this book. Anyways, just paused it. We are at 21:09. That means I got 3 hours left, guys. The problem is, I don't know if I can finish this massive book in 3 hours. There's literally, it has more than 700 pages in here, and I don't think I can finish that in 3 hours. I think I might read another Throne of Glass. I have that one on my phone. Or a new aspiring author recently sent me her unpublished book yet. It might come out later this year, and I'm debating reading that. But like, I'm already halfway into like a Throne of Glass book. So I think I'm gonna read that, starting the timer again, last 3 hours. Let's do this. So I paused this book. I'm in chapter 5 of course, The Queen of Shadows, which apparently is massive reviews and good. We're gonna start reading, and I'm so excited for it. We officially have hit 23 hours of reading. Gotta continue my streak. Let's go! What just happened to my book? I'm trying so hard to be quiet. I've been reading for 23 hours, 36 minutes. It is 11:54, and I'm trying so hard not to scream because I completely forgot about this certain part of my book. And I'm dying. Anyways, the moment we've been waiting for. Less than a minute. So I gotta keep reading. But I'm like swapping back and forth between my book and the timer because I'm intent on catching the 24 hours. It's almost here. 24 hours. I have been reading for 24 hours. I just want to say thank you for watching. We have read for 24 hours. Comment down below. I really need to go to bed. Good night. See you guys next time.